range, you know, for Zamasu. I guess, I don't know. So everybody should be happy. You got another low 2L.
Hate to interrupt you real quick, Kisuke. Can we switch it to a full screen mode, please, of the game? Thank you. It is on full screen now. All right, it wasn't on full screen yet. We're good.
Okay, you want me to show the 2L? I'll show the 2L and like all its glory right there. So he has a low 2L, which means he can open people up with high-low stuff, and if you have sparking, you go wild. But obviously, the star of the show is the fly-on-fly stuff, and it's pretty cool because you don't actually get to, like, normally if you just let it sit, it's obviously going to cancel on you, but there are ways to extend the flight, like by using attacks and holding down the S button. And that pretty much extends it forever. He's going to be really, he's like a mosquito in this mode.
You were saying off screen, when you fly, you have basically fly one action.
Yeah, fly, you have one action, so it doesn't matter what you do. If you do S like that, you do like just a blast, you're gonna kill it right there. But if you hit with it, you're actually able to continue the fight if you hold down the X button. You don't even have to press the X button again. Just press it once, hold it down, and as long as you hit them, bam, you're in there.
Yeah, so the crazy thing is that he technically on block can continue hitting the opponent, going into flight, hitting the opponent, going into flight, but you are in a position that leaves you in the air, and there's this wonderful down H in this game that will kind of stop a lot of that. But the crazy thing, it's a flight mode, but you can block during it, which is kind of alien for flight modes in a lot of other games, so that's kind of neat. It gives it a little bit more utility, so if you do expect someone's going to uppercut you, you can block.
Yeah, that is a little interesting. I know we were trying to test to see if he could unfly really quickly and block, but he has a little bit of a cooldown window there, and if you do get hit during the unfly mode, you're going to get counter hit, so it's going to hurt a lot. But there's no reason to do that because you can the sunshine, man. Look at that. It's actually pretty big too, because like I wasn't really sure how the distance worked on it because it looks like it almost misses even though it's touching you. But it's got pretty good range.
I'm kind of curious if it goes up and around and behind him. We didn't really mess around a lot with that, but it seems to be a sphere.
That's true. I mean, I would imagine so. They gave it to Bardock, right? Why can't they give it to Fuse Zamasu? The god of justice.
So I know a lot of people on social media were comparing him to a certain master of magnetism from a different game.
Okay.
Are those comparisons apt?
I'm gonna say at the top of my head, not really.
Not really.
I think Zamasu is his own kind of beast, just simply because of the ways that he works in the similar mode of fly. You know, like Magneto cannot block and fly, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. That is something that is exclusive to Dragon Ball FighterZ as far as I know.
Never heard of this Magneto, but continue.
Oh, excuse me.
And essentially the utility of the flight is kind of different with Zamasu as well. Like the way you're going to be using flight is actually really good for pressure and not as much for specifically extending combos.
Okay.
Because the combo extension part gets really tough. There is some stuff that we actually checked out in the trial mode.
Oh boy.
Dude, you get to his final trials, it's like stuff, I got this, no problem. Then trial number 9 is the craziest, like, whoa.
Can you see it?
What? Yeah, I don't know if
we can show it.
I'll show it. I definitely can't do it on pad.
I did it a couple to get the hang of that. He does damage. So
there we go.
This thing looks intimidating.
Wow. You ready?
Trust me.
Play the demo.
That's high level.
I was shocked that this was in the trial.
So you're saying the balls
up.
Yeah.
They come out at a specific time.
They come out at a specific time. So I found a combo beyond this that takes it even further beyond, but it is really cool looking. And he's capable of this stuff. The toughest thing is that he's got to get those orbs above his head. So like Beerus, those orbs, well, go ahead and explain, because I didn't have a lot of experience with Beerus, but he kind of disappeared, right?
Yeah, so one of the complaints about Beerus was that when he called his orbs, if you blocked, they disappeared, and when Zamasu calls his orbs, it's kind of the same issue. If you block, they disappear, and you do not get to control when they shoot their little bolts out. But in having that, you know, he has a lot of tools that allowed him to like keep people off him, obviously with his, actually that might have been the wrong super. No, which one is it? R2, there it is, my bad. So he has this right here. And when you do this, no one's going to be able to approach you, and that's when you're going to want to call these out.
Oh, wow.
Piccolo has this thing called Hellzone Grenade. It's pretty similar. Where it covers the screen and allows him to approach in, do some jumping in, do crouching attacks, do overhead attacks, and open you up. We haven't really tested it out if you can dash through it, but it seems like a very good lockdown super.
I was I'm going to try my best, and I'm not even using the assists here. And this move is really hard to combo into.
5 tries. It doesn't take forever.
So this move is actually really slow. You want me to do the actual combo?
No.
I'm going to say.
Just showing off the
I can't. I'm going to die in doing that. Like just doing this and like, oh my god, what? No. But yeah, so the situation for him is that you definitely want to put your opponent into a blocking position when that super comes out, and that's when you want to summon your spark balls.
He's got a couple of moves that hard knockdown as well. I think it's medium.
Yeah.
Medium,
I mean, I don't know what they
God
call it.
Slicer, where he chops across the screen. The medium one, does a sliding knockdown. The EX one, also, the meter build one, does a pretty hard knockdown too.
Yeah, those
and you
are
can just
gonna be-
immediately do Hellzone Grenade or whatever it is called.
Right,
Blades of Judgment.
Blades of Judgment. Yeah.
Blades of Judgment.
The folks in the chat are asking if you guys are going to talk about the assists later on.
Oh, I was about to say, show the assist, because we have not seen that yet.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we're gonna go
Vegito
to training mode real quick.
Vegito
Kamehameha sort of special, which you can't go through. So I'm gonna say you can't, but we'll have to give it a shot.
I wonder if I can like record it. There we go.
So a couple of things people are asking about in the chat. One, the Xenoverse announcement. That is happening still. Hang tight, guys. We want to get through the fighter stuff here first, and then that is still happening today. The other thing that people were asking about in the chat, and now I lost my train of thought because the chat is going so fast. We're definitely going to get to Vegito still. That's still happening.
I'll try to show off some stuff.
Okay, nice.
I just want to see if we can do this as a reversal. Oh, that's so cool.
Wow.
Why am I blanking on it? It's the release date. If you guys haven't seen it, it's on the overlay. It's May 31st. We'll have the release date of the DLC. So coming very soon.
What's today? 29th?
Today's the 29th, yeah.
Lost track of time.
Soon.
Oh, you lost track of time. I just got back home and you guys immediately
And actually,
made me come
once
out here.
once we sign up, you guys will have video. Well, hopefully you guys will have videos soon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll have something up soon. I'm probably gonna stream tonight.
I don't think
This-
Max will. I think he just came here to play the game and then he's just gonna go.
I'm just gonna hide out
Like,
in
oh,
the room.
I didn't even record anything. I don't know. Like,
He's gonna go
For
home
what?
and watch his recordings and just like grind, wait for the online mode to like just pick
Can
up
we see
Zamasu.
Zamasu's level 3?
Oh yeah, so we're gonna look at Zamasu's level 3, which I believe is he messes you up with lightning from hell.
Yeah, and it has weird tracking.
Yeah, it's slow, but it tracks almost anywhere.
Yeah.
It feels
So
like.
it's not short range, it's not long. It literally just like wherever you are,
Yeah, it just grabs
it's
you.
gonna get you.
Yeah, it's more or less that single pillar that hits you, and then the rest of it is cinematic around it. But yeah, that's Zamasu in a nutshell. Very cool movement options with the fly. Obviously, lockdown options with the Tsubaki no Yaiba.
Also, let's see some casual stuff, auto combos for people who want to see
Oh,
this.
auto combos stuff,
just
so-
the basics. Because
Right, we're gonna have a few matches
Light auto
where you guys.
combos are very useful in this game, so yeah, showing this stuff off is good because this has practical combo utility all over the place, and both these characters have really good auto combos that lead to good launchers from wall bounces. They're both easy to combo into. I think Vegito Blue has a really easy one. It's like Bardock easy, where they knock you down first to like set it up and then launch you up. And I'm a big fan of Vegito's because he grabs your face, shoves it into the ground, and for
Now
some
you're
reason
just
you
spoiling things,
explode.
Max. Now
Blow
you're
up,
just-
and then I'll show you later.
Yes.
And he can also do a counter. Well, we will see.
Do you guys see Zamasu getting like high level tournament play?
Oh, I would expect it.
Both of these
Okay.
characters, like, you see a certain vibe of what makes the Dragon Ball character, like, really good. Like, Broly ended up being a high damaging character in some situations, but to get to that situation is tough, so he's kind of a specialist character. The armor is his best, like, sort of gimmick. And these guys specifically remind me of a bit of Bardock, where Bardock has a hyper utility.
Okay.
He can do stuff in the air, he can do stuff in the ground, everything just feels like it works. And with both these characters, I kind of got that feeling, with especially with Vegito Blue. But there is some stuff that tones it down a little bit, and we'll talk about that. Zamasu's damage also isn't super crazy.
So not fully like Bardock.
Not fully like Bardock. It's like an element of them. Like the utility of Bardock is there, but not as much damage. And then Vegito Blue has like good damage, but not as much utility. You know what I mean? It's interesting. I just like being able to do supers in the air and on the ground, and they both have that.
So before we get into Vegito, we'll actually do our first giveaway. We are giving away three copies of the Dragon Ball FighterZ Collector's Editions all along that wall there. You'll get to choose between which version you want. Dalton, who's managing the chat for us, is going to pick a person for you. Say hi to Dalton in the chat, everyone.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You got to be in the United States in order to win, so make sure you are U.S. based. Just because these things are not very ship friendly worldwide, so shipping them in the U.S. is the easiest for us.
Yeah, I'm so happy with
Blow
what
up.
they did with him, man. Like,
So I think the thing everyone probably wants to see with Vegito is his key move. This is his regular key attack, and it's only okay, and it just hangs out right in front of him. But if you do down key, you get this crazy sword launcher, and I love it because you get stuff like this. And even in the air, he gets access to this one, which you can keep going.
Yeah, that one's very nice actually, because even it'll use up your smash, but you can still use a manual dash after the second pickup if you choose to use it, basically.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
So the crazy thing about this one is that this one has a lot of recovery. Like, it's probably not going to be as used as I might like, but sets up situations like that. So you can also do this. And that's pretty good. But let's talk about the big thing with Vegito that is a challenge. This is his light attack. This is his crouching light attack. So he does not have a traditional jab like all the other, or most of the characters in this game. You actually have to work around it. And if you whiff this, he's just, I'm just gonna keep doing kicks in this direction and you can't stop me.
You are in trouble.
It's a little tough, but he does get other tools that make up for that. This guy can do a mechanic called reverse beat, which adult Gohan gets in like level 7 of power up. He gets to do that in a specific way, so he can go from a medium to a light attack.
Okay.
So this is his crouching light is this. I'm gonna do medium into crouching light. So you can get 2 crouching lights at the start and then go back to medium if you want. So this is a medium, light, medium, into stuff.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's the only one that has access to this other than adult Gohan, and it's only his 2Os from what I remember. I don't think he can do it to his standing light.
This move, like his crouching light, is what you kind of go back to. So when you want to get an attack.
Yeah. And it does hit low, and it's a launcher, so, you know, thanks for that, Arxis.
Real quick, guys, Omega_Sunshine, you are the winner of the first collector's edition. Dalton will get your information for you. Congrats once again. So that's Omega Sunshine.
So that's an interesting aspect to the character. His crouching medium is a really big slide attack. He's got a fairly long standing medium, and I like setting up for, I think it's, forgive me if I mess this up a little bit, you get some cool looking combos on the ground like, one more time.
Yeah, the timing is a little stickier than you would expect from fighters, but I think that's also welcome. You know, I think a lot of people are going to be enjoying, you know, the extra, I would say, challenge of getting these combos off.
One of my favorite things he has is the counter.
Yeah, the counter.
The counter's nice.
Is he the only one with a counter like that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's interesting because did you set the record action?
Yeah, I set the record action, but it's like the super dash. So.
How do you play it?
Try L3.
L3.
Oh, that's a record. Okay, so
so let's just do this.
Now you're recording, so just
Okay, and then probably this one.
Yeah, the other one is there. You go.
Nice. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing to happen. Oh,
yeah, I see. Yeah, that's nice.
So let's get it right here.
Point blank, man, you are a wild man.
And he smashes your face into the ground. You can get a vanish attack after.
Rip Frieza.
And you can get something else, but it's pretty neat. I think he's gonna have a good time in this game because he has some utility on his normals and what you can do. Like, there's a similar move that Bardock has where he does like a rising uppercut. I don't think Vegito has any reversals, but you can cancel this thing at the dashes and get assists, and comboing into his auto combo his light auto combo is very easy. Like, it's not hard to do at all, and this is probably one of the coolest looking things in that game. Oh god, not that, not a drop combo.
You guys can stop saying hi to Dalton in the chat now. Actually ask questions.
Interesting enough, like both of these characters have elements of Piccolo in them. Like in case of Vegito, his jumping down H works a lot like Piccolo's, where it does cause an air launcher, but you can't jump cancel.
Yeah, you can't jump cancel their down heavies in the air, and I think Zamasu doesn't even technically have one.
No, he doesn't.
He just launches you down.
This is another overhead. Yeah, it's kind of more like Frieza's. Also, like Piccolo, his jumping heavy, Vegito's jumping heavy doesn't knock downwards. It knocks you horizontally.
So real quick, Ryan, with the two new characters, how would they? Who would be their teammates? Who would you pick as your team?
I'm really OCD, and the first thing that comes to my mind is I'm using BB Vegito Blue. I'd want to have
Vegito SSGSS, please.
SSGSS Vegito.
Thank you.
I would love to have Goku and Vegeta, the blue forms, just to like complete the outfit.
Okay.
But you know what? I'm thinking about my personal team. I still use Beerus. I'm like one of the 5 people in the world who uses Beerus. Hit Beerus and Vegito Blue. For Zamasu, I feel like you have to do Rose just because like it just fits, and they're both kind of similar.
Fits the canon.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. And for the third, I don't know who Kid Buu. Just cuz. Just Kid Buu.
Just cuz?
Not Beerus, huh? Not Beerus?
Trying to win.
Trying to win. Exactly.
Trying to win.
What about you guys?
For insurance.
Oh man, I'm trying to win too. Super Saiyan Vegeta and Kid Buu.
Okay.
He's a Kid Buu user though, so you can.
Yeah.
I can tell.
I don't moonlight with
In case you didn't know, Kid Buu users eat their cereal with a fork.
Oh, okay. I heard they wear socks with their sandals
They
too.
do.
Hey, actually, that's kind of a style, in certain places. So I don't see why that's weird.
All right, look, I'm gonna put you both on the spot. Like, we see what they can do. What if you guys fight now and do the for realsies
Yeah,
fight?
yeah, for real.
Oh, let me try
we
to-
need a few matches
Let me
here.
try to get
This
a
guy's
level.
getting warm-ups on me though.
You were warming up earlier. You guys had hours to warm
We did see
up.
the level 3. That's why I did do level 3.
Yeah.
I think we haven't actually seen all the supers with. There's also
Oh,
the
yeah,
only
yeah,
special we
let's
didn't
show
show off
those
is this one.
Oh yeah, the beam sword, spirit sword, I believe it's called.
Yeah,
It's
Spirit
the-
Sword is interesting because you can get like a decent launcher.
Hey Max,
Yes.
Skater Jams in the chat wants to be noticed by you.
Okay, noticed.
Okay, there
Noticed,
we go.
noted.
Done.
It's pretty much
You're
like Captain
welcome.
Commandos.
Yes, it is. It is appropriately not titled the Captain Sword, but everyone's calling it Captain Sword.
I don't
And
get that
I love it. It's very cool looking, especially from full screen. It covers the entire stage. It doesn't do insane damage, but it's pretty good for bringing in the next character.
I believe so too. Or even if you want to just bring in Vegito, it's
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm just gonna cover the whole screen with this beam sword.
Especially if you see